not vote for any sitting member of the city council to mayor, I promise you they'll be living back in the mansion Hancock Park and collecting over $200,000 a year, your money. There's a bigger issue at play here before we talk about fair housing. Anybody lost their home in here? Foreclosure. Where is the country going? Where is the world going? I'm not talking about communism, Marxism. I'm talking about bureaucracy under any system. Whether it's Democratic, Republican, whatever the system is, a growing bureaucracy. Do you know that 40,000 new bills were passed in the United States, put into effect in January? How many bills were taken out? So more and more bills. Where is this country going? In the toilet rapidly. Debt at the federal level, debt at the state level, debt in every city. And what are they planning to do? Taxation without representation is devaluation of the dollar.
That's right.
I've been around the world 5 times. I've been in 74 countries. I was a Rotary Scholar in India. I studied in the Delhi School of Economics. I'm an economist. I also studied law. So I see where the system's going. I'm 65 years young. Thank you, God. I'm glad I'm not 25. Because where are we going? Devaluation of the dollar. Get ready. Your currency is going down 40 to 60%. So we're talking about fair housing in the city. 50,000 homeless. I saw one man wandering around the streets with both hands chopped off, one eye in his head, stumbling through our streets, just like when I lived in Calcutta with Mother Teresa years ago. That is like the homeless in Calcutta we have in our streets. It's a crime shame with 17 billionaires and 275,000 multimillionaires in the city. We can solve homelessness in 18 months. There's vacant buildings all over the city. There's buildings that are ravished and falling apart all over the city. Why aren't they being utilized? Property underutilized, landlords being raped and improperly treated. It's bureaucracy. Money spent on Vietnam, on Korea, on wars. We are in a war state. There's a lot of books written about perpetual war. They say we have communists. We don't hear that word so much anymore, but we do hear terrorists. You have to have that issue. Now, what does running for mayor have to do with that? $24 billion state deficit, $400 million city deficit, and I used to be a builder, and I know the boom and bust. Sometimes we have money, and sometimes we don't have money. Where does the money go all of a sudden? There's called guns and butter. It's pretty simple on the economy. When you have the war economy, when you have Iraq, Afghanistan, perpetual war, the money runs out. And the money's running out fast. And I'm telling you folks, get ready, batten down hatches, you better have some gold and silver. The dollar will be devalued 40 to 60%. And that's taxation without representation is coming. And I'm not crying communist or terrorist. I'm saying it's the bureaucracy, it's the system, it's what is happening. They're building a huge debt that's going to be on your backs. What do we do about it at every level, whether it's U.S. Senate, and I don't care if it's conservative or liberal, we got to change the bureaucracy.
And the feds.
We have to change the Fed, but it's going to be you voting and you changing it. And we have to turn out this election big time at every level. We've got our first 100 days in office, a full audit of every department, a balanced budget. We put caps on bonuses, caps on salaries. 15 city council members, 140,000 a year, free car, free gas. We cut it back to 10 city council members. We give up the mansion, the $5 million mansion, bring that money back. I'm the $1 candidate serving one term, 1 4-year term, like the mayor of New York, $1 a year, $1 a year. The mayor of San Antonio, Texas, a good-sized city, gets $3,000 a year. City council members working hard on the city council in San Antonio, Texas, gets $1,000 a year. We're overpaid. They have money going out the door. $400 million deficit. $100 million ran out the door in 24 months. We can find that money. The bills that are owed to the city, we just need to collect those bills. They aren't seriously trying to collect that. We can have a balanced budget for 24 months.
Federal Custer had a question there.
You got that. At the last speech at Holman, Eric Garcetti had the gall to get up there and talk about his iPhone, and he said, "Good news! iPhone has a new app that'll help you find a parking space in the city." And I thought to myself, how about if you don't have an iPhone and can't afford one? Right? Huh? Big problem. So as the mayor for one term, that will fight the city council, that will have a new program, and will go in and do the layoffs that you're talking about. Not afraid of it. I will fight in your corner. Period. You won't get any other candidate saying that to you.
I know I won't. That's the tragedy.
I am so happy that you showed up here.
The question, and I listened closely to the question, I don't think there were answers to that question. And I think the question dealt with, LA, San Francisco, New York, 60-40 on the stats. And is there a policy or anything we do to change that? And the answer is no. I don't think there is. I don't think the sitting city council members or the sitting mayor or even myself can change that direction of where we're going with the country and the economy. With foreclosures, with people losing their homes, I think it's going to get worse as far as people wanting to rent. They're downsizing, they're moving out of their homes, there's a loss of their homes. And I remember as a builder when interest rates went to 20% under the Carter administration. And they're holding interest rates down. Why? To help homeowners, to help the little people in this country? No, because of the problem with the debt. If that interest rate goes up, we're in the shitter earlier than they planned. Because we're going in that direction. It's like that. It is not that and bouncing. And you see the politicians talking how we're bouncing and it's coming back. There's more employment. Total lie. So can there be a new policy to change the 60-40? I think you're going to see that statistic even go up a higher percent as far as renters. I don't know if you ever watched Funny or Die. There's hits on some of Will Ferrell's things on Funny or Die, 73 million hits. It's called the internet, which is very democratic. You can get things out on the internet. So these candidates, the chosen candidates, are raising millions of dollars to buy media. In 2005, when I ran for mayor, I met with a major media seller in this town. They said they would give me exposure to media and news. That's called propaganda, and news, and track me and give me news if I spent money with them. That's what's going on in the system at every level. So if you want to change, here's how you do it as individuals in this room. A victory can come to us as a group. Please invest your time, explore us completely, my resume and education, my business experience, and where I stand on each and every one of the issues and issues of your concern. But I'm telling you, we can be victorious in these elections. We can win over the big money if you want it to happen.